Donald Trump's second term as president has gotten off to a rocky start. At the 100-day mark, his approval ratings are at historic lows. This is according to recent polls from reputable organizations like The Washington Post, ABC News, Ipsos, CNN, and NBC. These polls show that a significant portion of Americans disapprove of the job Trump is doing. The numbers are stark. A joint poll by The Washington Post, ABC News, and Ipsos found that only 39% of Americans approve of Trump's job performance. This makes Trump the least popular president at this stage of his presidency since World War II. CNN's poll painted a similarly bleak picture, with only 41% of respondents approving of Trump's performance. This is the lowest approval rating at the 100-day mark for any president since Dwight Eisenhower. These low approval ratings are a significant cause for concern for the Trump administration. They suggest that Trump is facing an uphill battle in his second term. One of the biggest factors driving down Trump's approval ratings is the economy. While the stock market has reached record highs under Trump's presidency, many Americans are struggling financially. The cost of living continues to rise, while wages remain stagnant. The Washington Post ABC News Ipsos poll found that 61% of Americans disapprove of Trump's handling of the economy. This is a significant number, and it suggests that many Americans are feeling left behind by the Trump economy. CNN's poll found that only 52% of Americans have some confidence in Trump's ability to manage the economy. This is down 5 points from March, indicating growing concern about the direction of the economy. Trump's economic policies, such as the 2017 tax cuts, have largely benefited corporations and wealthy Americans, while doing little to help the average worker. This has led to a widening wealth gap, and a sense among many Americans that the system is rigged against them. In addition to the economy, Trump's handling of immigration and the federal government has also contributed to his low approval ratings. Trump's hardline stance on immigration, which includes a travel ban on citizens from several Muslim-majority countries and the separation of families at the US-Mexico border, has been widely condemned as cruel and inhumane. The Washington Post ABC News Ipsos poll found that a majority of Americans disapprove of Trump's handling of immigration. This is a consistent finding across multiple polls, suggesting that Trump's immigration policies are deeply unpopular with the American public. Furthermore, Trump's chaotic management style and his administration's constant scandals have eroded public trust in the federal government. The Washington Post ABC News Ipsos poll found that a majority of Americans disapprove of Trump's handling of the federal government. This is a clear indication that Americans are unhappy with the way Trump is running the country. The low approval ratings reflect a deep sense of division and dissatisfaction within the American public. Trump's presidency has been marked by constant controversy and partisan bickering. This has created a toxic political climate that has left many Americans feeling angry, frustrated, and disillusioned. An NBC News Stay Tuned poll found that negative emotions such as anger and fury outweigh positive ones when it comes to Trump's performance. This suggests that Trump's presidency has had a polarizing effect on the American public, deepening existing divisions rather than healing them. The same poll also found that 60% of Americans believe the country is on the wrong track. This is a clear indication that Americans are unhappy with the direction of the country under Trump's leadership. Section 5. The Partisan Gap, a Tale of Two Americas. The partisan divide in America is perhaps nowhere more evident than in Trump's approval ratings. While Trump remains popular among Republicans, he is deeply unpopular among Democrats and independents. CNN's poll found that 88% of Republicans approve of Trump's job performance. However, only 7% of Democrats approve. This stark partisan gap is indicative of the deep political divisions that exist in the United States today. Independents, a crucial voting bloc, are also unhappy with Trump's performance. CNN's poll found that only 32% of independents approve of Trump's job performance. This suggests that Trump will have a difficult time winning over independent voters in the next election. Section 6. Behind the numbers, understanding poll methodologies. It's important to understand how these polls are conducted. The Washington Post ABC News Ipsos poll was conducted online from April 18 to 22, 2025, and surveyed 2,464 adults. The margin of error for this poll is plus or minus 2 percentage points. CNN's poll was conducted online and by telephone from April 17 to 24, 2025, and surveyed 1,678 adults. The margin of error for this poll is plus or minus 2.9 percentage points. It's important to note that polls are snapshots in time and are not necessarily predictive of future outcomes. However, they can provide valuable insights into public opinion and can help us understand the political landscape. Section 7. The importance of independent voters. The significant disapproval among independent voters is particularly noteworthy. Independents often swing elections, and their dissatisfaction with Trump could spell trouble for his re-election campaign. To improve his standing, Trump would need to address the concerns of these voters, which go beyond partisan lines. The polls suggest that independents are unhappy with Trump's handling of the economy, immigration, and the federal government. They are also concerned about the direction of the country under his leadership. Section 8. A harbinger of things to come. These low approval ratings at the 100-day mark could be a sign of trouble for Trump's re-election bid. Historically, presidents with low approval ratings at this stage in their presidency have struggled to win re-election. Of course, it is still early in Trump's second term, and much can change between now and the next presidential election. However, the current polls suggest that Trump faces an uphill battle if he hopes to win a second term. Section 9. Conclusion: Navigating Troubled Waters. The first 100 days of Trump's second term have been marked by historically low approval ratings. The economy, immigration, and his management of the federal government are major sources of discontent for Americans. The deep partisan divide further complicates the situation. Whether Trump can turn things around and improve his standing with the American people remains to be seen. However, the current polls suggest that he faces a significant challenge in his quest for re-election.